I can see that you didn't bring
You have
enough
to
for
ask for
everybody.
those extra fries.
I don't see 16 extra boxes there, sir.
You're gonna bring French fries.
You
Bring enough for everybody.
Exactly. Welcome to Friday Night D&D. Hope everybody's doing good.
Welcome.
Everybody.
Slumber didn't bring enough fries to share with us.
Deft was the only one who asked while I was ordering.
I figured we were muted, otherwise I would have been totally inappropriate when you're in the drive-thru.
No, you weren't. I don't know how to do that from my car.
Next time. Don't worry. I majored in psych. I can make you go through the drive-thru whenever it's Friday. Just have to mention a few words and put that little thought in there.
Or just say, I'm going to kill your character.
Again. No.
That's
I
just
don't get to
rude.
decide that.
It'd be a shame for something to happen to your character if I didn't get any fries tonight.
All right. So we'll pick up right where we kind of left off. You guys had severely hindered the Winter Queen by breaking seemingly the source of most of her power. You learned a bit of history, whether it be true or not. You did have a few doubts, but only one way to find out from here is to keep moving forward. You eventually did manage to break your way out, unfortunately, at the loss of Benson. We had a sad little moment, and Jambo left his new friend. And you guys managed to find your way via Ali's staff through the crystal and realized that you were kind of higher up on the mountain, a bit away from where you were previously. And after 2 or 3 hours of hiking back, you managed to make it to the ship. Sora, your passive perception is very high.
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone have really high nature by chance?
Define really high nature.
Does anyone have over a 10 in nature?
I've got a +0.
+3.
No.
You're missing the one.
+5.
Not quite enough.
I've only got 2 skills over 10. That's medicine and perception. Otherwise, nothing else is over 10.
Not going to point at any fingers, but I just will mention we have had 2 druids. They just both died.
One of them still... Well, both of them are still with us, actually. Aren't they?
You're thinking of Frank, the turtle. The other one died beforehand. I don't think you had Newen's head until it kind of died during your planar travel.
Well, who wasn't it? Who was it that I got the staff to be able to use the?
That was Airbus.
Okay.
Yeah, Airbus was the last one to die.
Okay, so I got him and the turtle.
Well, if I recall correctly, I believe a Wolf Guardian took his soul away, though you still had access to the staff.
No, he was haunting Theris's dreams every so often. But he had not done anything since then.
Okay.
At least to your knowledge, you never know.
I don't even know that he has them.
There you go. But you guys do make it back. The thing you do notice, as I kind of elaborated on a little bit last week, it is considerably warmer than the entire time you've been here. The high winds, the cold. While it is still cold, it is a northern region. It feels like it's at least a good, 15, 20 degrees warmer. And that major storm system had cleared up that was drifting south for the last couple of years. So as you make it back, Slumber immediately Sora runs off and goes to bed. Roll a D100, Sora, just to see if you find a better what you find first.
67.
Okay. You do manage to actually find the observation deck. You kind of look about. You see the couches, the kind of big comfy chairs. You just plop down to big comfy chair and sleepy. The rest of you also going to sleep, or anyone have anything to do? Or also,
Alright.
is anyone keeping watch? Or are you going to rely on the NPCs or crew that are on watch?
Ari is way too tired to stay up, but she's gonna make a venture over to medical and check on Oliver and Lad.
Okay. Lad, they have just down in the room. He's not like specifically in their like little medical bay. Roll you know where Lad is. Lad's not very hard to find. Roll a perception check and see if you spot Oliver about as you're kind of getting back on the ship.
Should do better.
Oh,
Dang!
Ooh, that
You
is well
don't
above average for her.
see him on deck. You keep an eye out as you walk down in case you bump into him, but he doesn't seem present above deck, at least at the moment.
Okay.
So you start heading down that way. Anyone else doing anything? Jambo, Leah? There's. You guys head down to rest as well.
Yeah, to go along.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll keep watching them.
Caleb doesn't even make it to the beds. Like he makes it to the observatory near where you are, Sorry, and you just watch him like fall face down onto the ground and just start snoring.
I followed suit.
Yeah, you guys all are mostly pretty crispy at the moment. Where's Jambo and Leah going? Where's bed?
Jumbo's gonna probably scurry off to wherever Lad is.
Okay,
Check
so you
on his
kind of
remaining
follow
minions.
behind Ari.
Leah is just probably gonna go on the deck.
All right, so Theris finds rest. Sora, you find rest. Ari and Jambo. You do make your way down to the room that Lad is in, and you see Tanya's kind of following with you as well, just doing the same thing that Jambo's doing. And you see someone kind of like posted at the door who's just like keeping an eye on him, and you look inside, and he's just in there resting at the moment.
Okay. Is he actually asleep or?
He's just kind of sitting there. He looks like he's awake.
Alright. She'll go ahead and step in and head over. Hey, how you holding up?
He kind of smiles, and you get really like you feel a little good. He seems very excited to see you, and then you watch his two friends kind of rush around you and swarm his bed.
Jumbo greets him and then immediately shoves himself under the bed and goes to sleep.
Yep. That is where Jambo
Look at
sleeps.
that. Your own dragon guardian.
Just kind of like smiles and nods. Mm-hmm. Did you all make it back okay?
Yeah, we all made it back in one piece.
I'm good. I'm glad the others found
Anything
you.
happened while we...
The others, they brought you back, yeah?
No?
Oh.
When did they head out?
Maybe like a half a day after you guys left?
How long have we been gone?
Not long. 2 days, maybe? When you didn't come back or report in, we figured we should send someone to look for you. And he just like you see the look of concern in his face.
Joel pulls together, ruffles hair. I wouldn't worry about it. I'm sure they'll be back soon. We
I'm
must
sure
have
you're
just
right.
missed each other.
He just kind of smiles. He kind of like looks under the bed and sees Jambo, and you watch as he kind of pulls something out from under his pillow and shoves it under his bed.
I assume it looks like
It's half a candy
an
bar.
apple or something.
Apple. Obviously, you would never fit in kids club. He saved half.
Alright, I'll chuckle. Well, I'll leave you to your friends. I need to get some sleep.
Tanya just kind of looks at you. I'm not a kid.
Right.
Just kind of like
Have
looks
fun,
at
you
you,
three.
huffs, and then you watch. He has Rosie come in, and Rosie starts like putting on like a little dance for him. As Tanya like starts getting tools out, getting ready to repair Rosie.
Ari's gonna make her way out and head over and see if she can't find Leah and Sora.
Sora, you do see as you kind of make your way back up towards the deck, you see Sora just passed out in one of the big comfy chairs. Leah currently looks like she's out on the deck. Leah, is there anything you wanted to do prior to them coming out there while that was going on? Or do
No, I'm
you
probably
just
just
wait?
flipping through my stuff.
Yeah. So you see Leah this point by herself, and she's just reading her book.
Aria, head over. Bad news. We were in there for 2 days.
Yes.
And the others apparently went looking for us about a day and a half ago.
Oh,
They
good.
haven't
What
come back.
others?
I
I'll send a message.
assume Oliver and probably some of the others.
I will send a message to Oliver.
Sure. Sending?
Yep.
What do you say?
Hello, dear. Apparently we just missed you. We're back at the ship now.
At this point, you kind of hear like this sigh. Like, yeah, we figured it out a bit ago. We had made our way through this rotted cave system. Ended up coming back out, and then we saw you off in the distance. Unfortunately, we were about 3 hours behind you. So,
That's too many words.
no. Well, then you don't get any of that. You just get the first part.
That's enough.
Condense that in your brain, and boom, done.
It sounds like he's aware. They'll be back shortly.
I got a better one. Official answer. We know you assholes. See you soon. That's all you get.
Lovely.
Mm-hmm. See? Condensed. All right, so the two of you, anything you want to do? Are you going to wait for them to come back or any specific things?
So, what are you reading?
I'm just tinkering with my the new one.
Oh, new spell?
Just gotta work out the edges a bit, yes.
Oh,
I can wait up for the others if you want to go to bed. You look a little beat.
yeah, a little bit. You really not tired?
I am. I just don't need as much sleep.
Right, Alright, well. Yeah, I'm gonna go lay down.
I'll keep an eye on things.
Good luck with the spell.
Thank you.
I'm Jill. Going to bed.
2.
Oh, fuck, I did that wrong.
Mine was hidden
Wombo.
behind the map.
I hit the wrong button. All right.
Ooh.
Wow.
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 On percentile, 67 was the highest, and 23 was the second.
Well,
Jeez.
not necessarily. Someone did roll worse than theirs. Someone
Oh.
rolled an 83. And they may have long blue hair.
Yeah. Allie, oh no.
Jalal?
Jumbo roll
Didn't know he
2.
grew his hair out.
Jambo, before you manage to make it off to sleep, you hear a knocking at the door where you and Oliver currently are, and you see Tanya just like passed out in the corner too. Knock, knock, knock.
I just stay under the bed and watch the door.
You hear another knock like 30 seconds later. Hello? I don't know your guys' secret knock. Are you there?
Who is it?
Who do you think it is?
Is it Elwin?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I'll claw my way out of the bed. Hey. Open the door.
Oh, good. I was hoping to run into you.
What?
And he kind of just like leans over. It's like, I know you've had a very rough couple of days. I just wanted to give you something. And he gives you a small little box that's like wrapped up in a pillowcase.
I'll take it from him.
It's like, I just wanted to say I'm sorry about your friend. It's like, good night. And just kind of walks away.
I watch him walk away, and I close the door, and I bring the box back under the bed. And I open it up.
I shall tell you.
Jimbo takes it out of the box, just kind of hugs it, and goes to sleep.
Very well. Meanwhile, at the top deck.
Mhm.
What are you two people doing?
Waiting.
Anything you want to discuss while you wait, or do you want me to fast forward?
I think Ari went to sleep.
I'm
Yeah.
good. I'm just gonna
Oh,
rest.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, Leah, while you wait for the others to return, you eventually do see like a couple of light sources. Looks like one probably magical, and the rest of them just like torches, making their way on a similar path that you kind of came in on. Do you wait about another 30 minutes or so? You do see Oliver, Sir Astral, the two Dragonborn, and also the very quiet Elfman, who had actually not talked to you guys very much other than a fair few rare occasions, I think. So Alarian is the last person with him.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of make it back. They look not as shitty as you guys did, but they look tired. Like, like you didn't have to wait up.
I figured I'd just keep an eye on things. Everyone else is a little bit worse for wear, but somebody's got to keep the kids safe. Good to see you back.
Well, thank you. And he just like kind of stumbles towards the observer. He's like, I just gotta sit for a second. He sits very close to where you are, Sora, and after he like takes his boots off, he's asleep like 15 seconds later. Just out. Sir Astral just kind of like goes back to the room you guys had him in. The two Dragonborn, they go back to their rooms. Larian just kind of like goes off and meditates like he always does. You stay on watch or you leave it to the crew?
Seeing that everyone's back, I think I'll find a bed as well.
All right. You go to. Do you have your 7th level spell slot?
I do not.
Okay.
I gotta sleep in a regular people bed.
It's actually a pretty nice people bed for the most part. It was a decently furnished ship thanks to your rich traveling companions.
Not as good as mine, but I'll take it.
All right. So you guys get your long rest in. Actually, I suppose I need to roll a dice now. Yeah, that figures. All right. You guys all finally wake up. It is a fresh day. What do you guys do?
Mario get up, one throat and head to the mess or dining area.
I need to check something.
The two cooks that they had brought with them, their private chefs, prepared a decent breakfast.
She'll gather some, and if it's not cooked to how much she likes it, set it in place before eating.
Let's be honest, you're gonna light it on fire anyways.
Probably.
What are the rest of you doing?
I'm just getting ready to have a chat with the others. Spill what we found.
Same.
All right. So you all head for some breakfast. Most of the crew at that point is kind of waking up, other than the ones that had like the night shifts are on current duty. You are all currently near the same area. I suppose we can pull the map out too. A ship. Techno, what were you doing on this map?
What do you think? You left him on a map.
What? I don't know.
You do realize I too can see in the gray area.
What? No, there's nothing in the gray area.
Right. Mm-hmm.
You cleared the what's it called map.
Hmm?
Joke's on you. I can still see it.
You cleared the mansion on the ship map.
How
Not
could you?
that map, your other map. Yep. All right, so let's see. Let's kind of all put you in this general room for the sake of expediency. Jambo's there. Why is Ari invisible?
Still on the other map.
I'm moving you.
There
Oh, when...
Oh.
Rosie doesn't need to be here yet. Oh, now I see your other image.
Wait, which image were you referring to?
I've seen them all at this point. We'll put Rosie in here too, just behind Tanya.
Which map did you clear?
The ship.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, that one's still there. All right, so you guys are there. The Dragonborns have not woken up yet. Alliance not present, but there's just like general crew. Captain, first mate is currently on duty, but most of the crew's here.
Everyone sleep on it?
I mean, it was a soft object to sleep on.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, honestly, I sat down and passed out.
Man, did the others end up coming back?
No, they never did come back.
Roll your deception.
As Oliver and Caleb walk into the room.
My passive is higher than that.
Oliver and Caleb walk into the room as Ari is standing up, getting ready to say something, and oh, did you guys just get back?
Oh, we got back early morning.
Looks over to Leah.
Must have just missed him. Ooh.
Slowly sits back down with a glare.
So let's have a chat. I think we might have killed the Winter Queen. Well, one of them at least.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can kill a rock, but we sure did something to it.
Oliver kind
Well,
of looks at you.
regardless,
Good riddance.
you can't be good for the court.
So it's sort of a good news, bad news thing. There is another Winter Queen, which is the one we were previously dealing with.
Wait, there's two?
There was two of them.
Mm-hmm.
Who would have thought?
There's just two, right?
As far
As we know. Winter Queen Anastasia, and then Winter Queen the lesser demigod or lesser goddess.
Was she a goddess?
That's what she said, at least.
I mean, isn't that what someone who thinks highly of themselves would think or say?
No. Maybe. Sometimes.
Well, regardless, we turned her to powder, so I don't think that'll be a problem anytime soon.
While this conversation's going on, those of you with passive perceptions kind of notice there seems to be a brooding competition happening in this very room in front of you that you have not noticed yet.
Oh,
You look at Allie. 5 plates of food in front of her. Staring down Calum with 6 plates of food in front of him. And they're both eating as fast as they possibly can. And like not breaking the stare.
now
What
that's the second
constitutes as
most
a high
uncomfortable.
passive perception?
Sora cannot not see this.
Him, he's really large. You would expect him to eat like this. She's relatively small. Just because you know her background, it kind of makes sense. But it's impressive to watch.
Has Sora actually seen Allie as a dragon? People just keep calling her that.
No, not yet. She hasn't been a dragon since the Delph. Well, at least with the party.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they call her that, but you haven't seen anything. I mean, she's used like a dragon breath or something like that in the past, but that's basically it.
I mean, what?
Well,
That's just wizard stuff.
Yeah, and she is a wizard.
I mean, there's, let's
I
see,
suppose-
1, 2, 3, 4 wizards sitting in this room.
Yeah, more or less.
well, that'll definitely alleviate the political tension. At least for a bit.
I
But
think
we
we might have
also
made
didn't.
things much worse, actually. Considering her relationship with Anastasia, we might have just ticked her off severely.
True, but we did just sever her powers that she was pulling from the goddess.
You may need to try to find Jalil too.
He might see reason, and maybe we can come to a more diplomatic end.
But the magic in there was also his. Is he the one who originally placed her there? And is
I
what we
don't
did
know.
going to anger him?
It might.
It would be unfortunate. He and I are on good terms.
I agree. He is
Just
a bit of a wild card
depends
for now,
on
though.
who's.
At this point, you watch as the 2 Dragonborn in, not helping but to listen on the conversation. Don't forget, we're here to find a cure.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's the next
This
part. we're
plague
gonna
must
bring
be
up.
cleansed. We should just burn it all.
Although we learned the plague is old, it's different than what it used to be. So we didn't really get any more information on it.
Just kind of looks. Well, the last parts for the ship are supposed to be back hopefully by some point today. Take about 3 hours to put in, and then we'll be off.
That gives us a bit of time to discuss where to next. We've got a mysterious star that can kill everyone who's infected. We've got an arc that can cure everyone who's infected. Both are nowhere to be seen, with one harder to find than the other.
At the moment,
The only people who even really knew about the arc are those who had more direct ties to Satesh. She glances over to Elwyn.
Elwyn
And
looks
of course,
behind
that
him. Rosie? Oh, me? I didn't really work for him.
What do you call what you two did then?
More like being under the same umbrella. In fact, the only person who worked for him was, well, your friend. And his friends.
Yeah.
I worked for a crazy madman dragon that flies around trying to eat us. I can claim no responsibility for the other one.
Is the crazy
Then
dragon
you can
really
claim
better?
responsibility for the clown.
Well, he wasn't a crazy dragon man when I worked for him.
Teach their own, I suppose.
I am now an independent party. I have big plans for the future.
I'm sure you do. Well, I suppose we could go to the Ark if we don't have any other plans, but I don't know how fruitful that will be.
Oh, do you know where it is?
I can guesstimate.
Hmm? Looks at you with a raised eyebrow.
Oh, I know what you're going to do.
We have time to work out some of the rough edges. I can... Oh, it's not going to be, as potent this time, hopefully. But I can do my spell again. If we're desperate.
Do you think it'll work?
If I can recall a specific item from the ship, perhaps?
Because last time, well, it wasn't the most discreet. And
Oh, but
we
it
are
worked, didn't
grounded
it?
for the next... It worked, but we are grounded for the next while. Surrounded by undead.
We're surrounded by undead.
Well, they're all over the place. And no storm to slow them down.
The large hordes that you heard of are north of you heading south, was the report. There are other areas, they're spread all over, but the larger horde that was a big concern is north of you. But how far, you're not sure. So, what will it be? Go north and try to find a cure on the ship. Look for the Ark. I mean, you can look for the star too, or any number of different things.
There's also, what about those creatures that were attacking the city? Have we heard any news back how that went?
None. We haven't reached back out to them in about, I think, 2 days, 3 days, 2 days, something like that. Also, just as a reminder, you do have a child that is currently away on a babysitting expedition.
Mm-hmm.
He'll be fine. So completely up to you guys of what you want to do at this point.
I would like to see, checking out how the city is doing, or the town.
Would you like me to message one of your monks?
I'm not sure if they stayed. I know one of them is leaving.
Who do you think has stayed?
The dead people.
You be quiet.
Anyone come to mind?
I don't think any of the monks would stay, especially if people were leaving.
You would be familiar with the prince and his bodyguard. Maybe some of their soldiers, something like along those lines.
Well, we tried the prince and apparently got nothing. You want to try his bodyguard?
Wasn't I mean to the prince last time we spoke with him?
I mean, I plan on punching him when we meet again. Or slapping him. One of
Surely
those.
that will have no consequences. Yes, I'll send a quick message to the bodyguard.
Alright, so you send a message to his half-orc bodyguard. What do you say?
What do you want me to say?
Just checking on how the situation is going.
Easy
Sounded
enough.
like a female elf. What do you want me to say?
Yeah, I'll send a message. Just ask how things are going.
You get a message. Who's this?
Fuck.
We were trapped in a trap. Okay? No. And then that's it.
He says everything's going well and not to worry.
Okay.
Well, that's good to hear.
Now back to the important matters. I think it's a long shot, but the star would be great, and it would mean we don't have to go back to the ship again, which is also great.
Well, the Ark is the cure. The star will kill them.
Oh,
Plus,
I got it backwards.
So there's
Okay, the Ark.
yeah,
the arc is where it comes from, and it can be pulled back into. The star could essentially destroy it.
Okay.
So if you want to wipe it clean, star could probably do that. Whatever that means.
If we could find a place to do some research, we could probably look for a lead in that regard.
plus I don't think the ship is going to hold the answers. Now that we know that this comes from the Ark and has mutated or changed whatever form of undead came from the ship, I don't think anything we find on the ship is going to help us or give us any more insight.
You know who would have the answers? Jalal. I don't think he'd like to see us right now, though.
Well, he probably doesn't know it was us. Otherwise, I'm sure we would already see him.
Yeah, that's not a good idea. Should I ask if we can borrow his book?
Allie just like spits coffee out of her nose.
I mean, we've got someone who can read it. We only need
Are
it for
you
a bit.
okay?
She just like starts choking on some food. I'm good.
I'll help pat her back.
She's like, only he can read it.
Important question. Which way was she spitting her coffee? Out into the table, to her right, or to her left?
Roll a dexterity saving throw.
You jumped
Ari
into
is
it.
sitting there, drenched in coffee,
Mhm.
looking very upset.
I'm getting the weirdest sense of deja vu.
I'm gonna hand a cloth to Ari.
Thanks. Just gonna start patting the coffee off of her face.
Some more than on you, just on your face.
So at this point, the whole room's kind of like arguing about where to go. The Dragonborns want to go to the north and kill all the zombies. The crew does not want to go near the zombies, but they will. The Oliver, Calum, a couple of the other people, like, yeah, I mean, do you know where these items are?
No.
So,
The last people that had them were Satash and those underneath them. So that arms dealer, and some others.
Does anybody know legend lore?
No, what?
I would need some time to pray, but yes.
it is the morning.
That would be a good start.
Roll down. I should have it.
Do you need the item to cast Legend Lore? I forget.
Let me look it up real quick. I've only got a couple spells.
Just a few.
We need incense worth at least 250 gold pieces, and 4 ivory straps worth at least 50 GP each.
Name or describe a person, place, or object. The spell brings to your mind a brief summary of the significant lore about the thing you name. The lore might consist of current tales, forgotten stories, or even secret lore that has never been widely known. If the thing you name isn't of legendary importance, you gain no information. The more information you already have about the thing, the more precise the detail of the information you receive is. If the information you
Interesting.
learn is accurate but might be couched in figurative language. For example, if you have a mysterious magical axe on hand, the spell might yield this information. Woe to the evildoer whose hand touched this axe, or even the half slices the hand of the evil one. Only a true child of stone, lover of the beloved Moradin, may awaken the true powers of this axe, and only with its sacred word, or the sacred word, Rudnog of the lip on the lips. So.
Yeah, pretty good. So yeah, that would be a feasible option.
Just need some incense and some ivory strips.
You do know.
Well, there's a city not too far.
There you go.
Don't you have money to collect
You
from
might be
there?
able to get the supplies there. Speaking of which, yes.
You could make your way.
And
The
we've
others should
got
be
time
returning
to
from
kill.
there. That's where they got the part for the ship.
So, patting down her hair. So I think we know where we're going next then.
While this is happening, you hear outside, Captain?
That can't be good.
He just kind
Oh,
of
dear.
looks up. Oh, God.
Sorry, I'll stand up and start rushing outside.
As you go outside, you notice something. There is a big caravan of people that are apparently moving north. Now that the weather has kind of not been super freezing cold, it looks like a barbarian tribe.
Hmm.
Maybe like 500 people, and they're just slowly making their way north past you. It would seem. Some of the younger crew members like have their hand on their weapon, like nervous that there's all these barbarians near them.
Oh, there's no need for that. Besides, the last thing you want to do is agitate them.
All right. So what will it be?
Now, does it just look like it's just a village? Or are they traveling? Or
It looks like they don't have like wagons or anything like that. It looks like they may be more of a nomadic people in some senses, anyways. But now that it's much warmer than it was, they're kind of going back into areas they probably couldn't previously.
we want to see if they have any
What
information
race
on
do
the
they appear to
area.
be?
I heard two different people.
Go ahead, Techno.
I asked what race they were, and he asked the group if we wanted to ask them if they knew anything about the area.
They are very large humans.
Kind of like Goliaths.
No, not like that. They're just a large race of people.
Okay.
They're just very hardy, tall. Not like giant tall, but hardy North folk.
So return back inside. Looks like a tribe going by.
Well then, that doesn't sound like too much of a problem.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be.
I think doing some research on those items would be a good start
Mm-hmm.
if we want to do that.
I agree. Having some idea of what they are and where they might be, at least will give us some kind of lead.
Well then,
So,
there's all
what
of
should,
you. Unless we don't have
what should we do about that
supplies.
massive horde of undead?
You have to
Given
go
Oh.
first and get
that,
your stuff.
They'll probably be fine.
well, they'll eventually make it to Gangaster.
We're thinking big picture here. I don't think we have time to deal with a couple hordes of zombies at the moment. Unless we really want to.
Owen kind of sits there.
Now,
Too
this
bad I
can
left my scrying orb
come
back
up with
at
a
my
quick
lab.
word. Mm,
What are you without your orb to ponder?
Just smiles.
You sad little man.
Also, that you had a scrying orb there would have been nice to know while we were there.
We weren't there.
At your lab?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
What do you call
Not-
that giant pit?
No, that was much more of an observation area.
You don't have your scrying orb at an observation area?
No, not when what I'm observing is right there. Besides, we've had many labs.
And Which lab are you referring to?
Now that is a good question. Where did I leave that orb? No, come to think of it, I don't remember which one it was in.
Well, you can borrow mine if you need to.
Oh, fancy. But what would I scry on?
Well, you could scry on your orb, perhaps, and find it.
Yes. And you watch as he begins to cast a spell. I knew it. And then you watch the orb stop glowing. It was in my lab. How silly of me. Thank you. And gives you back the orb.
So glad we could reach that conclusion.
Sora's face palming.
Ari just kind of stands up. I'm gonna go find something to wash all this coffee off.
Don't you have prestidigitation? Oh, no, I think she just wanted to leave. Never mind.
I mean, she wasn't even sitting on a chair.
So then I suppose the plan is wait for supplies and head to that city?
They do have an airship dock, if you're not worried about being seen. You could get your wait till they come back with the parts, get it fixed in the 3 hours, and then fly there.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
But you're uncertain when they're going to be back. They said some point today, but sooner than later would obviously be better.
Mhm.
So wait or don't wait.
I'm easy with what everybody wants to do.
Yeah, we
How
could
long
wait.
would it? How long would it take us to travel there?
Let's see. From where you are currently, probably at least 2 days.
Yeah, no, that's gonna take way too long.
With an airship, you could fly there in probably less than a day.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll leave it up to you.
It's gonna take a lot less longer if we wait.
Might as well.
All right, then. So while you wait for the remaining people to come back, how do you spend your day?
Starter is going to clean herself off.
Easy enough to do.
First, I'm gonna ponder my orb, and then I'll work on the spell, and I'll ponder my orb some more.
You want to make any attempts, or are you just studying and theorizing?
It's a little volatile until I'm sure that I've worked out the potency of it. I'm gonna just maybe no more attempts for now.
Easy enough.
I just really need to know who won the eating contest.
Allie
Oh,
got back up. He started to lose stamina and get full.
mm.
His face was much faster to begin with, but you see the cooks like standing over there. We probably would need more food. With those two, we're going through food much faster than we thought.
I mean, I balance it out. I help balance one of them out.
Oh, they both eat enough for 10.
Yeah, they eat a lot. All right, so everyone kind of hangs out around the ship. Anything anyone specifically wants to do, or just wait?
Sora will meditate. But that's about it.
Sure. Let me make some people roll some dice real quick. Let's see.
At some
Ari
point
will
during the
probably
day,
bug Leon Sora.
Jambo is going to approach Elwyn and give him half of a candy bar.
Half a candy bar.
Well, thank you, little thing. Just kind of pats you on the head. All right, let's see. Huh. All right, so you guys wait 3 hours.
How long do you think they'll be?
5. No sign yet, yo.
Maybe we should meet them part way and go check on them.
I could send a message saying if they're not back soon, we're going to take off without them.
I don't think they would believe that, considering they have the part we need to take off.
Versus.
Well, I suppose I could still send them a message. Though I
You
don't know
can
if I've met
certainly
any of
try.
them. Maybe they're dead.
You've met them. They've been around. They're just general crew.
I'm sure they're fine. While you do that, I'm gonna go find out if teleporting is still off limits. Lars, gonna go take a look for Allie.
Now you see her, she's like making her way away from where all the food was. Showed him. Oh, hey, Ari.
Hey, Allie.
She burps.
You put away quite a bit.
She just kind of looks at you again. Really? This again?
Smirks. You deserved it. Question. Do you know if teleporting is still off limits?
No clue. And
Do you
then
know
she kind
what's
of
causing?
smirks and grins. Nope. Want to try?
I don't want to get ripped into the ether. What did you have in mind?
Well, I don't want to get ripped into the ether either. You know,
Well,
we could get Leah to do it. Leah likes that kind of stuff.
Do you know how to get her out of the ether?
I mean, I'm sure we could figure it out. I mean, I'd be more worried about
Maybe we
being
try with an object.
What if we get out on the other side in a different form than the one we're in? That's more what I'm worried about.
Well,
Or what if part of our body goes
maybe
one
we
place
try
and the
an
other goes
object
somewhere
first.
else? It's
Do you
like,
know
what
if it
if,
also applied to gates?
don't, nope. I don't think anyone tested any type of gate. They tend to be shorter distance, but maybe.
Hmm.
Like,
Well, what do you have in mind?
I don't know. Maybe we could try like a short distance teleport and work up from there.
All right.
It's like, what's the shortest one you know?
The shortest distance?
Mhm.
I suppose I could open a small portal from here to there.
Dimension door?
That or gate. Or arcane gate.
Well, up to you. It's a question. You don't have to cast it. She's just curious.
But yeah, dimension door would probably. I mean, theoretically, that or first step.
Why don't you try to use one of those? If it looks like you're going to implode, I'll
Duck.
save you.
This sounds like a horrible idea.
You'll be fine. I've never lost a student yet. Except for that one
Have
student.
you ever had a student?
I run an
Hmm.
academy. Thank you very much.
Do you have any students in that academy?
That I do. Enrollment is high with the Inquisition.
Well. Hmm. Do you know who loves experiments?
Who?
Eltwin.
Puppet guy?
He's half crazy already.
Yeah, we could get him to do it.
Although I'm still wondering, do you have any idea on how to actually stop imploding from teleports?
Not really sure. He'll be fine. I mean,
Maybe we should get
Leah
Leah on
melted that
standby as
crystal,
well.
and then the storm went away. That's a good sign. All right, so are you trying to convince Elwin that he needs to teleport? Or who are you trying to
We'll
convince?
see if. We'll see about gathering up Elwin and Leah.
All right, so all of you are together.
So, idea for an experiment. We want to
What's
see
that?
if teleporting is still dangerous.
That's a pretty. Yep, that makes sense. As he's eating the quarter of the candy bar. Whichever mind.
So, well, we were thinking a short distance teleport might be a good place to start.
Makes sense.
Care to be a volunteer?
Oh, I can't teleport.
I mean, you can't teleport.
I know magic, but I'm a scientist.
Let me ask, are we volunteers for casting the teleport spell or for being teleported?
Oh, that's a good question she brings up.
Do you know how to teleport someone else?
No.
If I did, I am already wasting plenty of spell slots casting sending to all of your miscellaneous friends. As interesting as this is, why should I?
Well, I can teleport someone else. I figure you might be able to, you know, help if things go horribly wrong.
Oh, you want you should go get Theris, just in case something happens to you. Always good to have a medic standing by, just in case the worst happens.
I suppose you're right.
I am going to go collect theirs. That is a wonderful idea. I go to find Theris.
He's probably not too far away.
Theris, you are better with kids than I am. Can you come wrangle them?
Of course.
Thank
What are
you.
they doing?
Ari wants to teleport to see if she can.
And what does it have to do with the children?
Oh, she is the child. Can you supervise her, please?
I will attempt to.
Thank you. Speaking of children, what about yours? Have you checked in with him?
No, we've been a bit busy.
Well, we are not busy today.
If you would like to send a message.
Don't you also have sending theirs?
Yes, but you're the one that seems very concerned. I'm worried about, with all the goings on and the lockdown on certain spells, that any possible communications, as well as the experience I've had with the hive mind creatures, that contacting him could put him in peril if I do so.
Caleb's like, he brings up a good point.
Well, if you don't want me to, I won't.
You doing such less of a risk with my contact with the hive mind is part of what's concerning, more so.
Right. If you watch Ari, I will check in with your child.
Sure.
Good luck.
Speaking of people's children, you do still have a missing party member up here as well somewhere.
Uh-huh. That's such a big problem that I don't know how to deal
The
with.
people's children.
Okay, I'm gonna send a message to one of the people getting supplies and also Theris's child.
All right, so you send your first message to the people getting supplies. Anything specific?
How much longer? Are you dead yet? Come back soon, we want to leave.
We are not dead, and we will get there when we are well and ready. 3 hours?
3 more hours. All right. Better than a 2-day walk.
This is true. And then you send a message to Paris's kid or to Lady Penelope?
To
Douglas.
That's a good point. Maybe I should ask Penelope. What's a message to Penelope?
Sure. What do you say?
Hello, Penelope. We've gotten a bit held up. How are things?
Everything's good. Douglas made friends. Actual children.
Oh, lovely.
Playing in the field. Getting ready to eat lunch.
Only 3 of them are dead.
Okay. I will inform Theris that his boy is making new friends.
He's always been making friends. Anyone else you send it
Good
to?
hear.
Or what are we doing now? Are we going to see if we implode? Or are we going to do anything else or just wait for them to get back?
Not I need to do anything for child wrangling.
I don't know. Are the children still trying to implode? You just see Allie and Ari trying to figure out how they can make Elwyn do this.
I'll watch
Huh.
and have Dispel Magic ready.
We're just trying to avoid him from blowing up.
That would be a good thing to do. I'm going to cast. Shit, here. See if oh, what was it called? The Will or Woe.
Augury?
It is a ritual, so I can do it as a ritual.
All right. So you pull out your ritual materials.
Yep, and it
Cast
takes
your
a
spell?
minute cast time. Well, I'm doing it as a ritual, so it'll be 11 minutes.
Okay. So while they debate on ways to blow themselves up.
Yeah, if this is a good thing for them to try.
Oh, I almost said it to you in the chat. I know better, don't we, Deft? One time.
That's all it takes.
Mm-mm-mm.
I mean, it's either real or it's low, right? It's either gonna say, yeah, this is fine, or hey, please stop.
Oh, no. Thank you. You bring up a good point. This is why we're so much better than the Gods in D&D campaigns. We have memes.
Oh, that's funny. Probably not best to be trying this right now. It may work, but not the way we hope. Let's wait till we find a place that's maybe a bit safer, or where magic isn't interfered with as much.
All right. So after about 3.5 hours, they do make it back to the ship with the parts. And immediately get to work repairing it. Tanya even jumps in and starts like, no, give me that. So probably 3 hours of repairs before you can take off. By this point, it's probably like 5, 6 o'clock at night. Without the storm, it is a bit brighter than it had been previously as well.
I was just going to be sitting on the edge, or laying on the edge, playing her lute.
After all, another dice. Oh, that's interesting. At this point, who is next to him? I think there's and oh no, because there's one in there. Leah, you would notice just being out and about and away from the room that they were in. You see Caleb kind of like sitting there, and then he's talking a little bit to himself. Roll an Arcana check. Not that you need, just don't roll a 1. 1. Well, that's still a 17.
Which means that's a 3.
2
Oh.
plus 15. But it's enough to recognize it. It looks like he's receiving a sending spell of some sort. Then roll an insight check.
Ooh. I am not too good at these.
That's about all you get. You see him get it, and he kind of sits there, and then he leaves the room.
Sure, it's nothing.
Any last minute things to do before you wait for your ship to be repaired?
I am gonna go send Jambo to snoop on him.
Okay. Roll a stealth check. Let's see if you can beat it. I'll laugh so hard if you do. All right, so first person to beat. Let's see, so you're sneaking past Caleb. So, Jambo, as you start sneaking into the room, you sneak through this door and then you get your head stuck. And you look up and you're stuck between Caleb's legs. But he does not seem to notice you because he rolled an 18 also. There are other people in this room.
Jambo freezes because this is working apparently.
You look over as Oliver sitting in there too and just kind of like immediately looks at you. Jambo.
Eh?
Are you okay?
Eh.
You just stay on the ground?
Yes.
Oliver just kind of gets up over and walks over to you. Sir Astral's also in this room. He just kind of kneels over next to you. You're a good man, Jambo. Pats you on the back.
Jambo not a man. Jambo lizard.
Yes, I guess you are right. Is there something we can help you with?
Boss told me follow him. And I point
Who do you point?
at Caleb.
Now, when you refer to boss, are you referring to his little brother or to your boss?
Mm,
And Oliver just looks at you. Your boss? The redhead?
eh.
He's gonna roll an insight check.
I don't remember Ari being his boss.
Go ahead and roll a deception check. So, this is the best part. You both rolled a natural 2, but you have a +7, he only has a +5. He just kind of looks at you. Tell my brother that I will come see him shortly. Now go on, run along. He kind of like shoots you to the door.
Jumbo stands up and he kind of sniffs at Oliver for a
Uh-huh.
bribe.
Roll a perception check real quick, too. Yeah, don't worry about that.
You see, Jumbo has such big, beautiful eyes, but they're not too good at looking.
Natural 1. Just kind of
Ari knows that plight.
like, are you okay? You look stressed out.
He just blinks slowly. And then he starts walking out the door.
All right, so you walk out the door. They shut the door behind you. What do you do?
Oh, I just sit myself outside the door, listening.
All right, roll a perception check. It's already going to be a disadvantage because you're still exhausted. As you listen under the door. You keep an ear to the door to try to listen, but you're not able to pick up any voices. No voices at all, in fact. That's it. Anything you want to do?
Nope, that's it.
All right. About this time, you guys feel the ship begin to kind of vibrate a little bit.
Hmm?
And you feel like a little bit of lift give to the ship. You hear a voice out from outside. All right, everyone, pack it in. At this point, the captain comes in off the deck. So, where are we going?
What's that city called again?
Person.
To Curzon.
And you see him smile. Ah, I like your approach. Let's go. So you guys lift off and begin to travel towards the city. It is nighttime, but thankfully, you're in a pretty open area of this. There's not a lot of mountains for you to like have issues navigating through. You're basically traveling over tundra. You do see mountains, but not currently directly over where you're traveling. So while they travel through into the night, is anyone staying up late? Is anyone going to rest? Are you going to stay in shifts? What are you guys doing for this late night travel?
Or I'll probably stay up a bit late.
I've been muted.
I was gonna say, I'm like, feel like I haven't heard Slumber in a while. Hi, Slumber. Welcome back.
So I was probably just staying up playing music.
Same as
I'll go
Ari.
to bed early. Both
All
of
right,
my yeah.
so the two of you are staying up playing music. I will say, roll 2 performance checks for me.
Well, Ari's like hanging out on the railing, just kind of laying there playing her lute.
Mine.
I have proficiency with this instrument, so I get proficiency with the roll.
All right, you guys begin to play. And it's not too bad. Some of the other individuals that can play instruments start chiming in. It's pretty nice. I need both of you to roll D100s.
Oh no. 61.
57.
As you guys kind of start approaching forward, oh, now I have to do one of these. Deft roll a D8.
There have been so many D100s tonight.
Okay. As you guys are kind of sitting there and keeping watch, you feel the ship rock and shake as something impacts into the side of it. You kind of feel it like lurch with the impact.
Can I see what happened?
You run over to the side where it feels like it hit. Pretty easy to tell. And you go and look over, roll, actually just roll a perception. You're pretty good.
Did it feel like it came from the right or from the left?
It felt like it came from the right side of the ship.
Ari's gonna use her wings and tail to kind of balance, sit up, rotate, and look down.
You guys look over and there is an impact maybe 6 feet across. Something hit into the side of the ship, circular, and it damaged it. It didn't go all the way through. It kind of hit it and reflected off, but there's definitely some damage where it hit. You look down from what you can see, and you see a large boulder.
Can I trying to see where it came from?
How far out does your dark vision go?
60 feet.
60 feet?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Someone just throw a rock at us?
I'm gonna activate my visage, which gives me not extra, but gives me 120 feet of dark vision.
Okay, as you kind of activate it, you don't see an individual, but coming from that direction, you see another larger rock flying towards the deck of the ship. Incoming.
I'm gonna yell incoming.
All right, I need everyone. So the two of you, I need you to make deck saves, and then I'll make a couple of just general deck saves for the crew.
Yeah, I try and warn everybody. Does Ari really need to make a deck save? She can fly.
The
Said
ship's
everybody
moving
make
faster
deck
than
save?
Ari can fly. Just the people who are staying up late on top of the ship.
Okay.
So if you're down below and you went to bed, you're good. If you're staying for the night ride, then decks away.
Nope, I'm sleeping.
Ari, you just managed to avoid kind of the larger boulder. This one looks like it's about 12 feet. However, it does clip one of the crew members, and you just see it take him off the side of the ship, and it kind of breaks the top.
Wait, which does he fall off the right side or left side?
It hit from the right, and he goes off the left.
I'm gonna use Big B's hand to catch him.
All right, so you're gonna try to summon your thing to catch him?
Yes.
He is impacted into the rock. Also, in fairness, so how do you want to catch this man being pushed with force with the boulder? Are you like holding onto his back and like peeling him off because the pressure is pushing him that way? Or do you contest with the pressure from the opposite side?
I'm gonna try and catch the boulder and you basically have him fall into the hand.
You only have one hand though.
Yes, but I'm gonna catch the boulder with the fingers and leave a small space for him to not be crushed.
Go ahead. Let's see, for this one, what is that one?
This is new to me.
I know.
He's dead anyways.
Trying to think of what, or if this would even change for you. What is the ability? Of course, it's not going to be in there. I would say go ahead for this one because it is an astral projected version. Like your limbs are. What is your modifier? Use just your dex for those. So just go ahead and
Wisdom.
use your wisdom. There you go.
So what do I roll?
Go ahead, roll a d20 and add your wisdom modifier. Shit. All right. So you watch as the
Good roll.
boulder flies across. You do manage to kind of the hand almost like summons and grips. You watch as the individual kind of like passes through the fingers, and you manage to like grab it with the rest of the hand, kind of keeping him barely from being crushed more by the sudden stop. But it still looks like he's dead. But you stop that, and you are currently holding the boulder. It is very heavy for even the hand, though.
Ari kind of follows the boulder as it goes flying by, twirl around to the side, do a bit of a spin facing back to the right, and go, we gotta stop these boulders. I guess try using the hand to deflect. I'll see if I can summon a bit of help. Buy me a minute. I'm gonna start casting.
All right. Are you guys saying anything while this is going on, or are you just deflecting?
The
other two, there's only 4 people up here with you right now that like are immediately seeing what's going on. And people are starting to rouse because the ship got hit. So everyone on the ship felt that.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell them to at least get someone who can help. Tell people what's going on.
All right, everyone's kind of looking confused. The boulders do continue as you just watch as they're kind of like flying over the ship. A couple like impact into the ship.
Are they going from both sides?
No, it's just that one side.
Yeah, I'll try and
So
block
as
the
you
boulders.
try and deflect, you see another one coming in. Go ahead and roll. Are you going to try to strike it, or are you just trying to stop it?
Fuck, I'm gonna hit it.
All right, so you well your hand up and you go to impact that. Just go ahead, roll. Just use your astral arm attack.
Okay, roll to hit or roll to damage.
Hit. The damage is more. Your damage should be the same as a big beast hand, so I think it's 48. Yeah, that hits the rock.
All right.
All right, as you kind of punch the rock, you watch as it kind of splits, and you notice there's like a green flame that was traveling behind this rock, and it proceeds forward towards the ship.
Oh fuck! Damn it!
As it begins to fly closer, it shifts into the form of a bird and starts like navigating around the ship. And as it touches parts of the ship, they do start to light with green fire.
What are we gonna do about that?
How long has it been since you started casting?
You're the fire wizard.
It's How long does your spell take?
It takes a minute.
Yeah, so it's been roughly about a minute at this point.
Okay. So a Shadow Titan is going to go ahead up here.
Okay. How heavy is your shadow
Catch
titan?
the rocks and... Good question. It's made up of shadow stuff,
Fair enough.
so I
Fair
don't
enough.
know if it actually has a weight.
Well, just say it's a really balanced ship. We're good.
Catch the rocks and don't let them hit the ship. And then she's gonna run off and start trying to extinguish the fires with control flame.
As you go to control it, it has no effect on the screen fire. But this bird continues to fly around. It's not like a phoenix. It looks like a more, like almost if you were making like a stone bird. Like it's very big and kind of doesn't move very well. But it's just a shape. It
Okay.
does move quite well. But it is currently lighting parts of the ship on fire. Not in any great capacity.
One, I'm not a wizard. Two, this fire is magical. It's not going out easily.
All right, at this point, the rest of you kind of rousing up and coming up to the top deck, or wherever you may be. What are you guys doing?
Always something, isn't it?
Sora,
Ship's burning from
Yeah.
Firebird and the throwing rocks at us.
one of the crew members next to you is kind of just like, "What? I can't see anything." And then you just watch like his eyes just have like a faint flicker of like green light, and he just falls over.
Another problem.
What now? Just gonna
You
throw like an
see
ice bolt at the fire.
mid deck another crew member fall over. The captain's like, down, down, and like tries to crawl over. It's like,
Mario, crouch down.
you don't see any blood.
She'll crawl over. Does he look like he's breathing?
He's dead.
Uh,
Or the one next to you too.
Mhm.
They climber to check, also dead.
Oh, she assumed as much. Can I? I still. Oh wait, no, I don't have the. I dropped the other boulder.
So we have 3 dead crew members so far. They shouldn't have worn a red shirt today.
It's free souls.
There's like, I'm coming, I'm getting my boots on, I'm getting my boots on.
Oh, people at night
did
up
ice
there,
have
oh,
any
yeah, I'm
effect
coming.
on the fire, by the way?
What do you say?
Did ice have any effect on the fire?
What'd you cast on it?
Just a cold damaged firebolt.
It like impacts it a little bit. Yeah, I'd say put out like a little small component of it, but it's not very effective, I would say.
Hey, if the stone bird flies near me, I'm gonna try to grab it.
All right, so you kind of watch as it's kind of dipping and flying, and it still is flying around. Although roll oh, actually, that's a good point because you're very perceptive. Roll a perception check for me to see if you notice something. So I need
Yes.
another drink to explain
The
this.
answer
but
is yes.
You did notice something interesting, Sora. So these rocks have continued to be thrown at the ship. Whenever one of those individuals fell over, that bird disappeared for a moment.
Oh,
It flickers and it comes back in like right where it would have been, but it does in fact disappear.
Oh, this is probably a
Shadow Titan
bad
is
idea.
to catch the boulders and throw them back.
Sora, you get in front of the bird.
Yeah,
All right, you trying to strike it, catch it.
grab it.
All right, so you brace yourself in front of it. Go ahead and just roll a dex check to see if you can catch it, since you're not really trying to. You're a monk; it counts. So you go to brace in front of it, trying to catch this bird. It passes straight through you.
Ooh,
Um,
how much damage do I take?
Well, it's got to hit you. It does get advantage because you just move out of the way. That is a... Ooh, I rolled 2 12s. So that's a definite hit. I think your AC is not a 28.
No, it is not.
So that is a total 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You take 34 points
Of
fire damage. Reduced, I'm sure, for you, yes. Actually, no.
34?
Hold on. You don't take that much. Wrong ability. You
Okay.
take...
You take more. Oh, those are D12s.
You take 29 points of fire damage.
Is that already reduced?
No, that's full damage, so reduce that to whatever you need.
Okay, that hurts.
Ooh, I'm just gonna do one of these.
14 for you. So it just flies through you and kind of burns you and continues flying about. So I need to know a very important question. Where is everyone kind of... So place yourselves on the deck of the ship where you would like to be.
Depends on where
That's about where our
We'll say, for the sake of this, where that room currently is, we'll just call a top deck kind of area. So you can be in there. That kind of will have the wall. The outer side will just be the deck.
Where
So
were the
place
rooms
yourself
at?
wherever you...
Like where would
Rooms
we
are
been
below
sleeping?
deck. So you'd be coming up from the steps.
Okay.
Most likely.
Is there a
Allie.
way I can drag a cohort onto the map, or
No, I don't think I can, because I have to put it into the combat tracker first. Which one do you
Okay.
want? Just your shadow dude?
the Shadow Titan? Yeah,
Shadow Titan.
he didn't get to put on a very good show last time.
One Shadow Titan.
Do you still have its portrait?
Yeah, I have one. What did I use for that? No, it was
It's
I'm
the
not
large
looking.
shadowy figure.
No, I know. I was looking in portraits instead of tokens. Like, I know it's here. I'll find it. But yeah, you managed to get him without issue. All right, so the bird continues on. What are you guys doing?
Sora's holding her chest because that hurt.
There it is.
Just out of curiosity, does the bird look like a rock on?
No, it's much smaller. Like, it's probably only like maybe like a 4-foot wingspan. But it does move fairly quickly. But when it
Okay.
does touch stuff, it does ignite flames. But let me go grab a drink real quick. I'll be right back. And one thing, I don't remember if I told you, but we'll get to that when I get back. Hold on one second.
Mm-hmm.
We just fixed the ship too.
And now it's on fire. Also, I did not do it.
That looks like a little phoenix to me.
No, the feathers are completely different.
Wait, there's a picture for the phoenix.
No, you just said it didn't look like a phoenix.
I mean, you say that's not a phoenix. You say you're not a wizard, but it's a flaming bird. You cast magic.
Okay, so I'm telling you, I didn't set this fire.
Trying to play with an overlay. My stuff getting screwed up.
Uh-oh.
Okie doke.
Welcome.
All right, still on the deck of the ship. Ari, as you're sitting there, you're kind of like trying to still figure out how to put out these fires, and you kind of like are just breathing in sighing. You watch as the flames kind of flicker towards you slightly, and then as you stop sighing, they go back to where they were.
Was it on the inhale or exhale?
Seemed like it when you're inhaling.
Thinks back for a moment. Now's the time for experimentation.
As you start to inhale, you watch as the fire starts sucking into your mouth as you begin to eat it. It hurts your throat a little bit, but you start to suck up some of the fire on the ship. You actually can eat it pretty quick, too. You can technically eat 4 or 5 foot cubes of fire in a turn as a bonus action.
Okay. As she eats the first set of flames. Hot.
Surprisingly, as you eat it, it feels pretty sustaining. Like, you could actually, like, live off eating this.
Ooh.
Ari's food pyramid looks so wild.
Mm.
Is that because it's on fire or because it is fire?
No,
Charcoal and also
it's
fire
not.
now.
It's not a food pyramid. It's a lump of coal that someone lit on fire. She can eat both of
Hey.
those.
Campfire looks a lot like a pyramid, depending on how you look at it.
All right. As you guys are sitting here, the bird is starting to pick up pace a little bit. And then it's going to fly around on the left side of the ship. It's making a pass. As it does, you see a flash of green flame shoot over from the direction where the rocks were coming from, and it impacts the front portion of the ship where the first rock hit.
Oh, that can't be good.
And you just kind of hear like it crack and it starts to kind of burn. Anyone doing anything on the left side with the bird?
Was the giant? I assume the giant wasn't able to catch the rock.
No, it wasn't. It was below. He's on top deck. It wasn't a rock. He's still like actively deflecting the rocks that are still coming. This was a
Okay.
flame that shot from that direction that hit the ship.
Ah,
It just hit where
okay.
the first rock hit.
Maybe ice. She'll throw an ice bolt at the Firebird. See
All
if it
right, so
has any
as
effect.
it comes back, you chuck ice at it. It passes through it and like it dissipates some flame, but it comes right back. Something seems to be replenishing that flame, like to keep this thing going.
Mika, do you want to see if you can dispel it or something?
Yeah, sure, why not? I will attempt to dispel the bird if it comes within range.
As it comes back over for the next pass, you go to dispel it. It is not magic.
All right, I'm gonna try using Big B's hand to crush it.
All right, so your hand only lasts a minute, I think.
Yes.
So as we'll give you
Sorry.
your last famous action for it. So as it goes to grab it, it does seem to damage the hand, but the hand is unable to grab it.
Oh, fuck this thing.
Sorry, we'll see if she can eat its flames.
A relevant way to go. How close do you get? Are you getting in front of it? Or are you flying after it?
She can't fly after it because then she won't be anchored to the ship. So just kind of as it's passing by.
Okay. As it passes by, go ahead. Roll a Constitution check as you inhale
Okay,
try to inhale in the Firebird.
Ooh.
So as it comes in, you're
It's not
like,
bad.
wait. You manage to suck in this bird. About 6 seconds later, though, another one appears a little bit in front of where it was.
Oh,
But apparently you can't
kidding.
eat it. You do see another flame strike hit the same spot on the ship that it got hit previously.
Captain, I think we're either
You-
going to need to go higher out of range or lower and deal with this.
Sora,
Mhm.
you just hear as that second impact happens, Rosie, Rosie.
Oh,
And the captain kind of like starts taking the ship lower. Down, everyone! And for God's sake, someone shoot back at this thing.
with what? Oh,
Giant throws another rock down.
What are we even shooting at?
can I try and judge where the boulders are coming from?
You kind of like gauge. It's kind of hard and obscured. If you had a way to clear out some of like this nighttime weather, it might be a little bit easier to see.
Can anyone make it really bright?
A bit busy.
Elwin's like, and you watch he kind of sticks his hands up and he will use his big spell slot. Well, one of them. He will use his 8th level spell slot and control weather.
Ooh.
So he's going to just clear the sky. Let's see, for 5 miles. All right.
Okay.
So
Where's
This-
Calum?
you do not see him yet. He doesn't appear
Calum,
to
get
have
your
made
ass
it up
on
on top of the
deck.
ship. As it clears, does anyone have an ability to make light? In great extents.
I don't have
No.
light, I only have blight.
Is that your motto?
Or you can make fire, which has light, but
Yeah, that's about what Allie's
probably
got
not
too.
significant enough.
Ferris has got his wand, but that's only really good for a couple 100 feet.
Ari's
Nobody?
basically just eating any of
Am
the
I even up
flames on
there
the
yet?
ship, and as the bird passes by, trying to.
Yeah, I'd say
Yeah.
about this point you do come up. At this point, you watch as the green firebird disappears. Ari, are you standing?
Currently.
I need to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh no. Ooh.
You fall over and
Man.
come back up with 1 hit point. Your Phoenix skill has activated. You immediately just feel the life leave your body, and you kind of hit back on your head, and then you burp out some of the smoke from the fire you ate earlier. But you're on your back on the deck.
Ow.
Jesus.
That would hurt.
Tanya's like crawling over to you. Hold on. She's gonna reach over. I think she's got cure wounds. Cure wounds. Oh, she got healing here. Actually, she'll do that. She's her racial heal to heal you for 15. And then
Thanks.
does she have cure wounds? Yeah, and then she's going to also cure wounds on you at a 2nd level. Clear. Ooh, not bad. Another 15. So you heal for 30.
Don't stand up. Felt like it just tried to rip my soul from its coil. Ow.
Allie like immediately drops to the deck. There's down. The rocks
drop.
do continue. Your giant is still helping. What is everybody doing?
Well, Sora was on the ballista trying to see if she could aim where the rocks were coming from.
You want to stand up?
She hasn't crouched. But yes, near the
I would
top.
say
like,
while Ari was getting hit, roll another perception check for you. No disadvantage because the weather's kind of clear, just to see if you see anything. Okay. You do see, it looks like quite a distance off, somewhere between like 500, maybe 800 feet, just because the moonlight's out now.
Mhm.
You see 2 individuals like on the mountainside near to where you were. They were slightly elevated, or they were level with your position previously, kind of, and now they can kind of see down on you. One is very, very big. The other one, I'll send you a message.
Well, I'm going to be aiming at the smaller one.
What's your max range?
Whatever is the ballista, and she doesn't know that, so she's just going to shoot it.
Fair. Let me send you this message first.
Mhm. She's going to try. Will she be successful? That depends on the range of the ballista. Oh, you didn't need to send me that for me to target him.
No, I just was letting you know what that one looks like. So one is very, very big. They're both kind of hooded at the moment, but you do pick up that detail on the one that is. I mean, they're not small; they're like average size. But the other one is like on par with Calum, probably.
Yep.
All right, so you loose. It is a bit out of its range, so just roll attack +8 at disadvantage.
In a disadvantage.
You kind of like aim it like, yeah. So you watch it kind of fly and it doesn't quite get over to where they were, and it just kind of like hits into a rock face on the side of the hill. You watch as the green eyes look over at you, and you see 2 of those flame bolts fly in your direction. I need
Okay,
actually those are the attacks.
Bonus action first. I'm going to activate my body and visage just to
Okay,
be
perfect.
safe.
That is 2 attacks. Hold on. The first one, 27.
That hits.
You take
Sorry, not bonus action. Yeah, bonus action.
27 points of fire damage, not reduced.
Oh, this this
So
fucker.
13. No, this is green fire that you're getting hit. It's not that guy.
I'm gonna
I know what
use
you were
my.
thinking.
How much
Why
damage
did
was
they?
it?
27 reduced to 13, so you're at 27 total now.
All right, I'm gonna.
The second one does also come at you, though. Also,
Yeah. So how much was okay? You got that.
well, it has the second one hasn't hit you yet. I still have to roll for that.
Yep.
Second one is a 18 that misses, right?
Yes.
So you get hit by the first one, you're like, fuck me, and you just kind of like duck out of the second as it impacts into the side of the ship and just kind of like lights another section on fire.
Okay, raise the ship. I think.
I thought we were lowering the ship.
Yeah, but the guy who's killing everyone instantly is looking at us.
Up.
Get inside then.
But boulders.
At this point, you watch as a giant boulder starts heading your direction. And at this point, Sora, you kind of see this happen. This individual, like, grabs into the ground and picks up, like, a 20-foot boulder and just chucks it at you like a baseball from 800 feet.
She's... As soon as he winds up for the pitch,
At the
everyone's
ship,
getting
not
warned.
directly at you. Anyone got anything to
But
hit the
like
boulder?
which? I mean, the giant can try and catch it.
All right, so the giant's gonna move in. I need you to roll an Arcana check, and you just like move your giant over there, like protect your buds. Oh, you have no Arcana.
Is it worth mentioning? She's not an
always
expert in magic.
I always forget. So yeah,
She uses
at least
magic through will and passion.
there's no negative element. I was gonna make strength off yours, but yeah, we'll just say so. It steps in front of it, and it does manage to impact the boulder. It hits it, kind of damages the ship a little bit too. But as it pushes it down, you watch as all of a sudden it just fades away and all the shadow dissipates. It failed its wisdom or its save.
Jumbo is going to cast a little spell I like to call Circle of Power.
Was it worth mentioning that it had the rock catching ability?
It didn't get hit by the rock.
And I'm
Okay.
going to give Arya inspiration.
And it was burning things, right?
It's been burning things.
Okay, so we
yes.
could smell what the rock was cooking?
Oh, no.
Sorry about that one.
No, it's well worth it. So they now have the ship in a climb. Who is not like taking cover at the moment?
Oh,
That'd be
Arya's most assuredly laying down.
Sora was on the ballista.
Let me get a few more people on the map too.
Sora was not.
And if anyone wants to do anything at this point, let me know too. I'm just putting like Caleb and Oliver and a couple people on here. Caleb's like, what the fuck?
Did it look like they were focusing on this front part here?
That one spot that's been hit a few times? Yeah, and that's where you heard Rosie's voice from.
Okay, I'm going to sink below the floor and see what is up with this spot.
It is currently open and exposed. It has burned a bit. So it is completely visible from the outside. That's where Lad's room is.
Oh, that is not good.
And Rosie's like currently like trying to put like a hanging picture over the hole.
Oh, Rosie, that's not. Oh,
Rosie?
that's not helping. Is Lad
Beautiful.
okay?
Lad is like kind of like sitting in the like back behind his bed, like Rosie's made like a little barrier, like in the corner of the room. Rosie.
Fire retardant pillars. A good investment.
Okay, kiddo, we can do a little better than that. Let's get you somewhere safer.
All right, so you go ahead. He's like, did anyone ever tell you you glow sometimes?
I hadn't noticed.
And he kind of like lets you pick him up, and he takes your hand and starts following you. You actually probably need to carry him because he is still ill.
Yeah, I can do that.
All right, so you pick him and carry him up. You haven't seen Oliver yet at this point. I'm in the combat chart, but he's not on deck yet. Caleb, you just hear him yelling from the other section. What the fuck is going on?
Stay down.
Under fire.
She
All right.
kind of like rolls over in front.
Ari, Jambo, Tanya, Elwin, not Leah, because Leah's still below. You see Lad on the front of the ship. Right there.
I go over.
Like standing at the front of the bow of the ship, just like on the edge.
Lad? Get down.
Get down! And like Tanya starts like army crawling over. What does Jambo do?
Jambo is helping currently, so he's just gonna follow Ari around.
All right, so all three of you kind of like start trying to get over to him. Leah, the minute you take Lad out of that room, about 20 seconds later, a boulder flies in through that hole.
I wish I could teleport right
Rosie's
now.
poor poster.
I just start shouting for Oliver.
All right, see. Oliver!
Come get your boy!
All right. What is everyone else doing? Any plans?
Ari's gonna trust Tanya to grab Lad since Kid Club and all, and she's gonna crawl around to the next spot of flame and consume it.
All right, so you're keeping the flames down. You have raised above their elevation. They are both currently just like staring at you guys, it seems. And the larger individual has stopped throwing rocks for the moment.
What in all of the nine hells was that?
Oh no, well let's get the fuck out of here. Forward, people, forward! I need everyone to roll a dex save to see if you hold your footing.
Jambo,
Is this
Ari,
an advantage because we're low to the ground
Oh, no.
and would have
No, you
better
raised up.
stability?
They had him go up because we
No,
were...
she was crawling.
Oh no, but
No, I mean like because we're on the surface of the,
Oh, no,
or we're
no.
low to the ground, low to the surface.
Has no effect to that.
Does me being next to the
It's worth a
ledge
shot.
give me any disadvantage? Ooh.
That does. You would get advantage if you could hold on to the ballista. Yes. So if you have something to hold on to, you can be a little bit. The ship is coming to a sudden stop.
Oh, if I'm being flown north,
So,
she's not expecting it at all.
Yeah. So you're going forward, and the
Ari's
ship
going
just
that.
stops in the sky.
Okay, like she was prepared to get thrown off this way,
Mhm.
not get thrown this way. I was going to
All right,
catch her
so
off guard.
you guys tumble forward. Tanya, Jambo, and Ari, you watch the prince on the bow fall off the front of the ship.
Do I see that from? No, I can't see that reasonably.
How far forward do we tumble?
You just kind of roll a little bit. But the kid does fall off the ship.
Lad! Damn it. She's gonna kind of peek over the side. Is she able to see him?
You look over, he is currently falling down to the ground, yes.
Uh,
And then the bird comes back.
do I notice that?
Not from where you are now.
No, that's Sora, or not Sora, that's me. That Ari is looking down said lad and is now looking off the ship.
Yeah, I would say so, because you're kind of down and you're just like recovering from kind of getting stumbled forward. So yeah, I'd say you can see Ari and what's going on.
How high up are we?
At the current moment, we climb, so we're probably at like 700 feet.
Oh, I'm not going to survive that. I wish I had Big B's hand.
What are you guys doing? Getting further away.
If Ari's not going after him, Sora's going to try and kick off and down there.
How far away?
Ari is
He was at the front of the
going
ship.
to.
But Theris,
How far down is he?
because where you currently are, you don't see what's going on there, but you do see Leah heading your direction with that same individual.
Okay, I'm just trying to appraise
How
the
far down is
situation
he?
and see what
Did you say?
needs my
He's
services.
currently at least like 75, but he's just falling until someone goes after him. So, sorry, you jump after him?
Ari is gonna cast.
I mean,
Ari's
Ari
going
wasn't
to.
doing anything, so yeah, she goes.
Yeah, I already beat you to it. Sarah jumps off the edge of the ship after him.
Oh, like, not jump. She's gonna like use the front bow of the ship as a springboard.
Okay.
Because
So you kind of push
Ari's
off.
going to.
What are you doing, Ari?
She's going to summon a air spirit beside him to catch him.
All right, so you summon an air spirit, it can fly?
Yep.
So it seems that you watch Sora is pushing off towards him too. As the air spirit goes to grab him, it goes straight through him. And Sora begins to fall as you watch the image of the child disappear.
Is the spirit able to catch Sora? She'll point to Sora. Catch her!
How fast does it move?
I believe it has 40 feet of flight, I want to say. Let me double check it for you, though.
What was the plan, Sora?
She just kind of
was definitely.
She crosses her arms and is falling now.
Sora, as you're beginning to fall,
Mm-hmm.
so the air spirit you're trying to go, have the air spirit roll a dex check for it. See if you can get to him in time.
Okay. Cool. It's the air. This air spirit should have a dex of that.
All right, so it does catch him, and then I need you, Sora, who pick
Yes.
even or odd.
Let's go odd.
So
I
you
roll a
grab
dice?
him with the spirit. Are you bringing him back up to the ship with the spirit?
Yep.
You said even or odd? I forgot.
I said odd. Let's get strange.
As you come up to the ship, You watch as Sora begins to like get up to where you guys are, and you see a flash of green from where those individuals were as the air elemental is destroyed because it's behind you. It was I rolled it even, so you were good.
Mhm.
Sora, what was your plan?
But the ship is also it's currently suspended in there. It's not moving.
Captain,
Help!
Leah, is it some kind of magic?
a suspended midair, I'd assume so. Caleb, where the hell is
Can
Oliver?
either you or Theris dispel it?
I think he was putting on his suit.
Can you tell? You know what? I'm
Hey,
going
is
to
it-
get him
is-
myself.
Is it
Is
safe to
the rear
dispel?
ballista pointing at them?
Yeah, you can arm all the ballistas. Like people have been trying to shoot him too.
Can Sora try shooting one of them?
Yeah, go ahead and roll. At this point, I would say roll just an attack with +8.
Damn.
You watch as the bolt actually gets closer to where they were, except you watch a ball of like kind of green fire fly over and intercept your projectile.
Okay, Theris, can you dispel the magic?
Is it what's the distance that I've got? Is it close enough?
At this point, they're probably like
on the
500 feet
ship.
away.
How far?
They're 500 feet out. They're still like they're like 500 feet out and maybe like 60 feet down. You're higher than they are.
Trying to find my spell.
Since Leah is close by to you as well, Leah would probably be able to mention
120
that
foot's the
dispelling
furthest I got.
has not been super effective,
Well,
at least on the Firebird.
The spell's on the ship.
I thought you were talking. That's what I was asking. Is how far is the effect? I didn't mean to dispel it. He was saying 500 away.
They're over there. You don't
I'm
know
within
if
dispel
you're
range,
even under a
though.
spell.
That's what I'm asking for. What he's wanting dispelled. Am I close enough?
It assumes based on what you think the spell is.
Do I have an idea?
That's why I was saying Leah would tell you what you've seen so far. None of it's been magic.
Okay.
Leah already tried to dispel the bird.
And the effect Ari's wanting me to dispel is
You wanting the ship being
Well,
held? Or
she asked Leah if whatever was holding the ship was magic. Leah said probably. She asked either her or Theris if they could dispel it. She went below deck.
Yeah, so I mean, you could try to dispel anything trying to hold the ship.
can I use an Arcana to kind of get a vibe of like what's doing it and if it's something that I can?
Sure.
I'd also like to detect.
You just keep your eyes on. Nothing specifically. Like it just feels like the ship is stopped. You don't sense magic at play.
I don't think this is magic, Ari. There's something else.
Then what is this?
I'm going to at that point I want to send Ben out to fly underneath and around to see if I can. Is there something physically holding it, like a creature or
Yeah.
something?
You look around. He does like a good loop and a half. There's nothing physically holding on to the ship that he can see. Leah, you look around. You don't see anything that's like hidden or like holding it. It just seems to have stopped in the air.
I think they might be after the kid.
I'm going to shoot another bolt.
Roll another one with a +8.
I'm getting worse.
Yeah, he just every time you shoot one, he just hits it with his own projectile. Distance fighter.
Mhm.
The Dragonborn at this point, like, this sucks. Why don't we just go kill him?
Can we get
Can you
over there?
fly?
Because you stand up and they rip your soul out.
My
I
ears
mean, I
perk
haven't
up at that.
crouched. Hmm.
At this point, Oliver finally does come out, and he is wearing his armor. You see, he's got like a metal armor suit on that has like 2 pairs of metal angel wings.
Took you long enough.
Sorry. Had to dress for the occasion. What do we got?
Boulders and fire, particularly on your boys for some reason.
Like, and he looks over.
And the ballista
Four.
breaks.
Oh gosh. Yeah, it's just not going good at all.
I-
As you go to shoot that last one, it gets hit with green flame and that ballista gets destroyed. Oliver's like, can we get away from their distance?
stuck
We
at the
can't
moment.
move.
Why don't we go? And he points to the west. Why don't we go left instead of up or down? He's
We
like,
were going
oh,
forward, and we're not anymore.
wait, what? And he just at this point realizes the ship is not moving at all.
All caught up? Good.
Plan?
Well, I've
Working
been
on it.
shooting at them. Unless you want me to throw him at them.
Like, why don't you get the explosive bolts?
The what now?
Here, and he gives you a key. Go below deck. The bolts you guys brought for the dragons.
Sora will go get the explosive bolts.
All right. So you head down to go get some of those. He like slowly sneaks over and looks over the side. Well, this is kind of shitty.
Yeah, to put it.
Do you know who they are by chance?
I have no idea.
Great.
Should we fight them or are we running a what?
Well, we can't run.
Can't really fight from here.
We have like 5 wizards on this ship. Can't you guys like teleport us somewhere else?
You can't teleport.
Can you
Well,
teleport
not
a
unless
ship?
you want to get ripped to the ether.
So we could be ripped to the
Uh,
ether or killed by these things? Is that my understanding?
Well, one is possible death by fire. The other is who knows what. And I don't know if I could teleport an entire ship. That's a bit bigger than anything I've done before.
Anyone want to try anything?
Well, we could dimension door over there.
You can get pretty close. But while you think
Are we
about
within
this,
500?
they're 500 feet to your east, but they're also like 100 feet down. However, while you guys are sitting up on here, the ship is going to start to rotate to the left,
Oh.
slowly picking up pace.
Or is it gonna crawl her way inside. Get to a point not visible from the outside and use her wings to kind of stay centered.
All right, so you guys are kind of waiting as it rotates. It does stop rotating when the rear of your ship is facing towards them.
Wow, they really don't like us.
I think they're gonna just try.
So you got one of your bolts.
No.
Try the new one. Maybe things will work better. And you have like two of the crew members like trying to like help you load this thing like in a panic. Come on, come on.
So
Jumbo's gonna
what's
start
the roll?
beatboxing.
Yes.
Are you giving Sora inspiration?
Yes.
You got this.
All right, +8.
Mm-hmm.
It's plus a D10 right now.
I want to use that plus
Buddy.
D10. 19.
You fire. Unfortunately, it does hit the big one. And as the smoke kind of clears away from it, you just see the big one standing in front of the regular sized one.
I'm glaring at the big one.
At this point, the big one is going to take off its robe. And for the first time, you can see what it looks like, Sora, since you're the most perceptive. It looks an awful lot like this, except it has many large gold bangles that go up and down its arms, and it's wearing less armor.
Okay. Oh. 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 Oh.
That doesn't sound good.
Oh. Okay.
And you watch as it kind of reaches its hands up towards the sky.
Player is like, uh-oh. Sora is like, I'm gonna shoot another ballista at this man.
Go for it. You got time.
Is it summoning a spirit bomb?
Probably.
Roll a
Like-
perception check, Leah, since you asked so aptly.
Can I get another bardic inspiration from Jambo?
He's
Yeah,
got
Jumbo will
some.
help you out.
Leah rolled a nat 1.
Great.
Leah sees nothing.
21.
A 21.
Hit the
You hit
big man.
You hit the big man again. It hits him, does nothing.
Yeah, I expected as much, but I was just spiting him.
Mm-hmm. And then you watch him put his hands down, and it gets dark.
Like pitch black darkness, magical darkness.
Well, like a shadow is enveloping the ship at the moment.
Can I look up?
You look up. You have a great pass. There's like a massive. You're not sure what you would call it because you've never seen one before, but you, the human, might call it a meteor heading in your direction.
Rock. I'm just rock from the sky.
Rock from the.
Abandoned ship.
Hold on. Let's look at our high level spells. Hold on. I got you on this one. Leah, what do you have for 8th level or 7th level?
Crown of Stars, Mansion, Teleport.
Oh, actually, hold on. Oh God, that can't get all of us.
Well, I guess we're going down there?
Allie is going to spread her wings and start flying towards the meteor.
Can we tell, is this a magical meteor?
So brave.
You're assuming it was summoned somehow. I would say you'd probably assume it's magic, yeah.
Make her way outside. Well,
I'm going to
let's
try
observe.
to predict the trajectory of where it would impact the ship and place myself there.
It's going to hit the whole ship.
I'll try to get to the highest point because I'm hoping that if it's magical itself, that I can throw up my aura of my anti-magic field and it will disappear when it hits. If not, good knowing you.
All right, so Ferris climbs up the top. Allie's flying towards it. Does anyone got anything else they want to try?
I mean, I could try and catch it with my astral arms, but that's about it.
I'm gonna.
We'll let you back cleanup. How about that?
All right, yeah.
I'm just gonna focus and let things pass through me, and just hope the meteor goes right through.
And this is how Leah lost all of her friends. At least we know how Jason survived. Okay, so Allie's first line, Theris' second line. Anyone else holding anything past that?
Ari's going to get a few locations down there. You said we're 500 feet in the air?
You right now, you're 700. They're 500 feet to your east and 100 feet down. Oh god. So we need to make it do that. You watch as it gets close to impact. We'll say Allie's probably like 400 feet above the ship. She like braces to catch this thing and just like closes her eyes. As she kind of like begins to fall and it pushes her down, you watch a flash of blue light and the meteor disappears. And there goes my plane shift.
Oh,
Fucking ingenious. Where did she send it?
Not here. But it does kind of like impact her, and because she still keeps going at the impact it hit with, so she like smacks into the ship.
Would I be in a position to try and catch? No, I'm not in a position to try and catch her.
Got it.
What? I'm still staring daggers at the big marble man.
Yeah, they're both kind of just sitting there. We need to get them to let go of the ship.
Any ideas?
Can
They
Sora
don't seem
mouth,
very talkative.
Can Sora mouth, can we leave? To the big stone man?
He just smiles and he puts his arms back up in the air.
Oh boy.
Round 2? Anyone?
Round 2?
Anyone got anything? I used mine.
I'll attempt to
fling me over
dispel
there?
to see if it works. Just to.
Hey, can someone get me over there? I want to hit them with however little help that would do.
I mean, if a plane shift worked, a teleport might work.
We don't have enough. We
We
can't
could
teleport the whole
try.
ship.
How many people are we going to leave behind to die?
Well, I was saying for the big rock.
Well, it's a long shot. Maybe if we pool our magic together?
Hey, if you can teleport it, you want to teleport it above them?
That's what I was thinking.
Can you teleport something that big?
Can you teleport an
Um,
object?
You can, but not
With
something
teleport,
that big.
yes, but
Hey, I mean, Leah's got a really good Arcana. She can try.
Up to you. I'm tapped. I can't do it.
yeah, you can teleport, right?
What are we teleporting? The rock or the ship?
I'm thinking maybe you, Theris, and I can pool our magic together and maybe try and teleport the ship and everyone along with it.
Oh. You know what? Why not?
Do you have
Why
a
not?
better idea?
I don't.
Sorry, at this point, because you've been keeping a good eye on your friends.
Mm-hmm.
They both begin to lift off the ground. Apparently they can fly.
Are they on the ground?
They were just standing on the ground, yeah. They were like on a mountain.
Ah, I see.
All right,
Is there
Sora,
another?
you have the finest, or not Sora, Leah, do you know your way around the more sciencey stuff of magic? I'll let you lead.
I will remind you I have exhaustion, so I have disadvantage on this check.
Ah!
Is there another
I
boulder
mean,
coming
your
for
plus
us?
15 with disadvantage is probably better than Ari's plus 0.
No, there is an old man who is insisting he can do it.
Where's this old man come from?
It's Sir Astral.
What is he insisting he can do?
Teleport the ship.
I'll assist
Well,
you, Sir
we're
Astral.
open to ideas.
We can do it.
Yeah, let's,
Okay.
yeah,
Quick question: will everyone on the ship go with it?
In theory.
Only one way to find out.
Well, let's go.
Those individuals are also flying in this direction, just as an FYI.
They're getting closer.
Oh, all right, just buy me like
Let's do
30
this now
seconds.
then.
All right, I can probably get you 30 seconds. How many fire ballistas do we have?
You think you have 2 on each side? Well, one got destroyed.
Hey,
Oh, as far as the bolts,
Yeah.
they
Allie?
had 3 cases, so there's like 24 in total or something like that, I think, between all of them. But yeah, you only have
Hey,
3 of your ballistas left.
Allie,
She's still like in the
we
deck
need
of the
30
ship.
seconds. Do you have a bubble? Do you have a bubble left?
For what?
Well, it'll probably stop them for a moment.
I can only put 1 in a bubble.
Ah, damn.
Yeah, I'm
Ball
pretty.
of force?
It hurts. It doesn't really. At
Miss.
this point, you watch as Sir Astral begins to like draw a rune on the ground, and you watch as a rune appears in the sky about the size of the ship above it, like an outer layer of a rune. Ah, 1 down, 2 to go.
Sorry, will make her way over and attempt to assist.
You cannot assist with this. You don't know what type of magic it is.
Fair enough.
This is a multi-spell slot spell, which some of you have seen before, but not in this campaign. So his first spell slot is consumed. He goes in for the second component, but it'll take 10 more seconds. So they're flying over what you guys got.
I mean, I shot another ballista bolt at them and missed.
Oliver's like,
Hey, does Leah get to see
Hey,
what's coming our
Ferris.
way?
Is there
You
any,
can
mean, you
vanish,
also-
right?
yeah? Is there anything I can assist with?
Fair.
Hey, Leah, can you try and slow them down?
Do you have banishment ready?
Yeah. Yes.
Maybe you can send them away for a minute.
what's the distance on it? 120?
I'm looking. I think it's
They're probably
closer
about
than that.
400 feet away at this point.
Oh, then I can't.
In closing.
Banish is 60 foot.
But they are coming closer.
Yeah, I was about to say, they're going to have to come within the range of... but, beyond that...
You got about 20 seconds.
How far are they?
400 feet.
Little out.
How many?
They're 400 feet away. However,
How many though?
Because
Total?
there's
Two.
only 2. There's a big one and a normal sized one. As they get within 400 feet, though.
Okay,
I'm
back.
going to start summoning Celestials.
Oh, there you go. Who is walking about?
I mean, Sora's still firing ballistas at them.
Ari's keeping low.
All right. Yeah, they'll bring the bird back out and it'll continue kind of hitting parts of the ship and they'll just continue getting closer until they can see anybody.
Every time the
Alright, so
bird
you
comes
summon
by,
your
she's going to try and eat it.
celestials to
Yeah.
go and fight them.
Yeah. Now, if
All right, so we'll say
We need to
1
stop.
or 2.
well, I'll try one at first and be getting ready to summon the second one, and I'm going to summon the archer one so they can move away from the ship and try to use their bows to draw attention.
So the fighter first, the archer second.
No, archer first.
Okay, so you summon the archer and you start kind of shooting at him. That big one is protecting the little one, and every time you hit, roll 2 just attacks. What's the mod on your angel?
Hang on, I've got it coded, or I should have it coded.
Yeah, just roll 2 attacks and see what they come out as. You might hit them. Oh, that hits.
Yeah.
That does not. Go ahead and roll damage on one. So 18 points of damage. Were you shooting at the big one or the little guy?
I'm just trying to draw there. Is there one that seems like it's causing the issue? I would assume
They both seem to be causing big
well, I
issues.
assume the little one, if the big one's protecting it, then...
Well, the big one's summoning the meteors, too. Speaking of which, there is another meteor on the way.
Then if he's summoning meteors, I'm definitely telling him to go for that one.
All right, so he shoots, he hits that one. That is radiant damage.
Correct. Or it should be coded in there. Yeah, it's radiant.
Yeah, so it takes 18 points of radiant damage.
How high up is the meteor?
It's probably gonna land within like the next 10 seconds or so and impact the ship.
So is it like, say, 90 feet away?
Not quite yet, no.
Okay.
It's probably like 300 feet. It's moving quickly.
Hmm.
But you can hold an action if you want.
Oh,
Wait
yeah.
till it gets there.
20 seconds.
But there's you do manage to hit it. And it like looks and it pulls this radio arrow out of its shoulder. And it like doubles its speed forward towards you guys, the big one.
You just seem to piss it off. So good job. I'm gonna get one last ballista fire out. Hopefully.
Oliver's gonna try to, so
Okay, these ballistas aren't my thing.
Oliver's also trying to.
That one's broken.
Have you rolled above a 10?
He got this one.
No.
He misses also. So he rolled a 20, but it still missed. Not natural 20, a dirty 20. Sora,
Mm-hmm.
even or odd?
Considering who's next to me, can I just take it?
It's not the person next to you.
Considering, can I just take even?
You hear someone scream from the other side of the ship.
All right. Who?
You see Oliver laying on the ground.
Shit. Is he dead?
Roll a medicine check. Who's got the meteor?
Bessari's got. She's once it gets close
Oh,
enough,
yeah.
she's gonna send
yeah,
her spirit
He
to
is
try and
still
burrow
breathing.
enough of it.
So the second rune completes, going in for his third spell slot for his final rune to complete his spell. What you're going to use an elemental to try to catch a meteor?
I can teleport the meteor if that doesn't work.
What kind of elemental did you want to use?
Earth spirit to try and burrow either enough to break it apart or
So unfortunately, you're trying to summon it on the meteor, yeah?
yeah.
It wouldn't have nearly enough time to burrow before it impact with this size meteor.
Can't teleport something that big. So yeah, Leah, if you can teleport it.
I mean, it worked for Allie, so I'm gonna give it a shot.
Plane shift.
Can that teleport items?
Combination. But you have to have a rod. You can
I thought I
teleport.
got-
Can you teleport your item? Is there any limitations on teleportingness?
You can't teleport more than 10-foot cube.
You could always try to destroy it.
Disintegrate.
All my spells feel so little compared to this.
Yeah, I guess bombarding it with stuff is probably our best bet. Actually, that's an
I
idea.
think I could do a disintegrate too. I still got a spell
Well,
slot.
Ari is going to throw up a incendiary cloud at it. Only she's going to change the elemental to, or the element to thunder. So she's going to try and use sonics to break it apart as it's coming down and it's moving up.
You hit it with
and
that.
Oliver
I'll
is
disintegrate as well.
definitely dead. There's
I'll join
nothing
you.
that can be done.
So 2 disintegrates and Ari's spell going at it. So I will say, for the sake of it, you are able to destroy it. Because you hit it with enough things. So you bought that. Can anyone stop this big guy from getting here in the next 10 seconds?
I can throw an air spirit at it to try and slow him down.
I can attempt to polymorph him.
That's probably a better plan.
Yeah. I
Turn
mean,
him
He's
into a
within
frog.
range.
I could also, since Oliver is dead, obviously, I can get myself killed for everybody.
No.
Let's try to avoid the self-sacrifices. Leah, if you've got a plan, go for it.
You look like you'd make an excellent lizard.
The big one.
Hmm.
What is the save?
I think 21. Let's see. Wisdom DC 20.
That is a 32.
Yeah.
Yikes! That's a
Can
big
I?
yikes.
Is the ballista basically a javelin? The bolt.
I mean, it's a bit bigger, but more or less.
Can I javelin toss this at him?
Sure.
What does this guy look like?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Show it to Leah.
Yeah. He's got more like gold bands on his arms. He looks
Uh-huh.
slightly different than this, but more or less this is what he looks like. Let me find his picture.
Can I get that picture too? Because I closed it.
Yeah. I'll give it to you first because you saw it first.
I hate it. I hate him.
There it is. I accidentally dropped it on Jamma, but same effect.
Huh?
Oh, you don't know what that is, huh?
I don't know who this is.
Oh, that's even better. Is it javelin strength or dexterity?
I would say for this it would be strength because it's from a siege weapon.
Okay. So +6 to this, which means it's less likely to hit. And how far is he from us?
He's about 120 feet away at the moment.
Disadvantage then.
Can Jambo attempt to fire ballistas?
The only other one on this side is broken. Does he have any spells?
Wait. Hmm.
I'm gonna fire my beam!
Oh, he did. He got a rest.
Jambo concentrates very hard. And he like closes his eyes and puts his hands on his forehead and he fires a beam.
What's the save?
Intelligence DC 14, 17.
It could happen. You never know. That is a 23.
Jeez, I haven't rolled above a 10 with these ballistas.
You need to stop. Man, that would have incapacitated too.
As this creature gets closer, it's going to head towards Ari.
I'm following it.
Does it come around where I can summon my second celestial?
Alright. Can I hit him?
Yeah, you can summon your other celestial in its way, yeah.
Okay.
Can I physically
Two of them
accost this
out.
man because I was following him?
Oh, he took his this here. I got to change his token too. He took that off.
Ari's going to grow some horns and look a bit more demonic here. I get the feeling I have some
Excellent.
incline as to
Yeah. Can I attack all of this marble land?
You can certainly try.
Oh,
Yes.
As
Yes.
it gets closer,
so that
though,
would
I need who wants to be the lucky person to do a D100 to see if you can save this.
I will.
All right, D100 it.
19.
Ooh.
As it gets close, like it's right about to impact with you and Ari, and he stops midair.
Mm-hmm.
And Theris, from your side, you see an individual holding their hand out, walking up the steps.
Do I see who it is?
Ari's like,
It's your high elf.
Cool.
Ari's like braced on the deck, claws dug in.
I have reach.
So does he.
Yeah, I know.
So they each get one good. They like are just within range of each other, so they each strike before this goes off. So go ahead, make a strike. That is a miss. It's gonna make an attack on you.
It's gonna probably hit.
This is two. So you both watch as like they're about to hit each other, and then all of a sudden you see like this. You just feel this immense pressure coming down on top of the ship, and a bunch of light, and the ship disappears. Now for the interesting part.
D100 roll again.
Who do I want to pick on for this one now? There's go ahead and roll a D100. See where we end up.
77.
So as
Stand
you
up
feel
and yell
the
at the
pressure kind of move, your ship begins plummeting downward towards the desert. You seem to have gone a little bit south.
I can
A
take.
little?
But the ship is currently like heading downward. Like it looks like you guys might crash into the desert.
Brace! I'm just gonna keeping her clawed grip.
Turn it on. Turn the ship on.
It has some stabilizers that are slightly magical, but mostly it runs off of sails, and it has like a balloon component to it. Due to some of the fires, it's just really hard to navigate it right now. It just got it fixed yesterday.
Before we impact, Ari will start flying.
All right, so you just like lift up off
Slow
of the
her
thing.
descent.
Oh yeah, only yourself.
Yeah,
Thank you.
she'll grab Forrest and she's close by.
Who is Lad?
I was in the middle of saying she'll grab you.
I've just been carrying Lad around this whole time.
Fair enough. You're like carrying him. Disintegrate. Bing! Wow.
Oh, I've walked into something uncomfortable if I have Lad.
Actually,
Yeah.
you realize this just about as the time you impact. I'm assuming you lift off as well. As opposed to like impacting with the ship.
Yeah. I'll have
So
Jumbo like latch onto my leg and
a couple of the people that can fly just kind of like gently lift off as this thing smacks into the ground. Before you lift off, though, Leah, you watch as Lad sees his middle brother unconscious on the ground.
I'm gonna cast Featherfall on literally everyone I can see.
All right, so you guys just start feather falling people.
You see me before we get close, I just jump off the boat.
Yep. So you guys just jump as we go down. We'll end there for tonight.
Oh.
So, am I mistaken, or is that an angel?
No, you are mistaken.
Those are my
No.
What is
celestials.
that?
Okay,
Why?
it
You
looks
wish it
like a
was an angel.
celestial.
It's a celestial of some sort, but it's not an angel.
No, it is not an angel. It is.
It's
Yeah,
far
it
worse.
is. It's worse. It's worse. There's nothing Sora could
There's
have
not
done
much
to that.
worse than an angel to him.
Yes, there
It's a
is.
Titan.
Solar
Yep.
divas.
Oh,
This
It
is basically a demigod.
It is a demigod
Why?
because we just killed a god.
Oh no, that
Now we're
tracks.
gonna just kill some more.
All I have to say is the message of the day is still very accurate.
I didn't. I suppose, yeah, Leah did.
Nope. Someone knows what they did. Not your fault, but
Death.
kind of.
What did you do?
The consequences of my actions. We meet again.
This is what you get for making good decisions. Good decisions cost more.
Why did you have to kill Oliver?
You don't know if he's dead or not. We're about
No.
to hit the sand. We'll
No,
find out next week.
He's also getting a Featherfall too. I don't know if he's good or not, but
All right, we'll say that you featherfall his body.
no, he is 100% dead. My dice medicine ball says so.
That was the best that one.
Yeah.
He's
Sorry.
dead!
Sora made sure his neck was, in the right place by snapping it.
he wasn't dead before, but now he definitely is.
Yep.
I don't know if that's supposed to look that way.
So, now the
Yeah.
question is, who's the little guy?
Did we get a good look at the little guy?
Not very good. All you could see is that his eyes kept glowing green.
Nasty.
And he kept
Green
throwing
fire is nasty.
fire.
Green fire? Who does green fire?
Actually,
I know
Ari,
a
roll a
few people.
history check.
Who?
You.
Did you say Ari?
Hmm? So you just had such a great perspective on this. Yeah, no, that's
14.
Who else would have picked up? Sora, roll a perception or a history check for you. You would have picked this up more passively.
The player knows of 2 people that use green fire other
Who
than like
cursed
green
you?
flame blade. Ari
Now
would
this
have not met them, but
Sora was more mad at Marble Man.
You need an exorcist
I
for your
guess
dice,
Ari's
Sora.
not wrong.
I guess we'll just have to wait till next week. But good game, everybody.
You need to stop.
What?
Get some help.
Thanks for watching,
Do it again,
everybody.
do it
Have a good
again.
night.
Night, everybody.
Good night.